And without further ado, we have our very first poet, so if everyone could please give a round of applause for Susan Dill.
Oh, Susan! Uncultivated Rabbits.
Hi. So, my name is Susan. I'm going to try to do this off the top of my head. So, speaking of
Susan.
culture, I am Vietnamese, and something that I think that we really like is pho. Broth the thought creates hunger pains, pain in my fingers as they start to shake away. I can't think straight. My vision becomes blurry at the thought of pho. I'm barely a full person, and when it's brought out in front of me, a tear nearly runs down my cheek. I am reminded of a saying a friend of mine once told me, I will bite you. And I cannot lie, that bowl of pho runs deep in me like my lifeline. The source of energy to my soul, the reason I breathe, gets this pinkishy thing going. To past Saturday mornings when life was the closest thing I've ever had to perfection, when moms and pops were connected by heartstrings, connecting 7 beings when we set out into the world, by which I mean our local pho place, united together like pho was the corpus callosum, the intersection to our at times conflicting lobes. There was cohesion, the world was whole, we were running on synergy and love, like I love I love the taste of meat prepared to perfection in that beautiful broth. I get chills up and down my spine at the thought of Dad taking charge of the kitchen, cooking my favorite dish because I was home that weekend and he missed me. So yeah, and that cheek-to-cheek smile, I swear I could see youth in his eyes, like he was a young man in Saigon, peeking at Benoit in the kitchen, studying the techniques of the very best. She who, like a commander-in-chief, a master chef, commanded the space she was left to work with. Dishes, bowls, plates, pots, and pans, all get in order at the swift action of her hands, commanding the attention of my father, the subjective onlooker. And I'm not going to lie, I can taste it sometimes. Every calculated thought I taste it tastes like home. And with chopsticks in hand, I go to work on those noodles like muscle memory. Like remembering when Benoit tried to teach me how to use those awkward sticks and it didn't quite stick, but she told me boys filled with a complex strength and sadness only a woman displaced from her home could have. This is how we eat. My fingers haven't forgotten since. And in the process of feast, as taste buds explode with flavor, one thought comes to mind, orgasm. Orgasmic and truly told, I can be a fun addict of every bowl, every spoonful, every story never told. I love pho. I love that feeling I get when it goes down my esophagus through my stomach. You know that warm, mushy, gushy feeling like getting hugged from the inside out?
Come on.
Like love at first sight. Like when I saw that image on TV, heartbroken and aching, because life in a foreign country I never knew had changed. The chemicals of war left a mark on the country, showed on their faces, showed on their limbs, showed on the faces of the people who took care of them. But at first sight of mouths open hearts, I fell in love with the resiliency of the people, the decency and kindness of the human beings, the ability to rise against the major tides going against them, the possibilities of mankind most days. When I've had a belly full of good pho, you know, not that mediocre, overpriced Irvine kind that you can't even get till like 11 a.m. I think of home, my dad, my grandma, all the greats before her. I think of Vietnam, of hunchbacks over boiling pots of broth. I think of the heart and soul, the blood, sweat, and tears poured into each pot, left over heat for just the right amount of hours. In pho, there is history. It is the closest I've gotten to a taste of the homeland. I really love me some pho. Thank you.